First of all, I congratulate the Faculty of Islamic Studies for organizing this seminar on this important issue. I congratulate Professor Hamad Lakwi, Dr. Saad Siddiqui, and the other speakers. Many thanks to those speakers who are participating in this seminar. The state secretary was talking about the Al-Quds, about the importance of Al-Quds, and Professor Saad Siddiqui spoke very well about on this topic. I think Al-Quds, all the Muslim Masjid Aqsa, they know it very well, and they know the importance of this Qibla. This is the place from where Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he went to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which we call this one as Miraj. And in the Second World War, in 1948, the war was fought between Muslims and Israel. In 1947, both Palestine and Israel, they have the equal area occupied by Palestine and Israel. In 1948, 30% of the area, or you can say more, a little bit more, that was captured by Israel. In 1967, almost 100% area, or you can say it is ruled by Israel. And the Palestine now, with 5 million population, they are ruled by 9 million population. How it can be, but the fact is this is happening. This webinar, what happened in the last 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks back, that is why all the Muslims, the international civilized society, they protested what happened in Palestine. How this issue started, it started within the Israel when they tried to dislocate certain Palestinian families in, I think, Sheikh Jarrah area. So from where it started, then they tried to blast Masjid Aqsa, from which the Hamas or the Palestinian leadership, they gave the ultimatum that by 6 p.m. the masjid should be vacated. From there, this fight started, and whole of the world, they saw how the Israel and the international superpowers reacted with this fight, with this war. So whole of the support was with Israel. United Nations Security Council, they met 4 times, and they didn't even condemn the Israel, what they did, how they violated the international laws, how they violated the human laws, universal laws, fundamental laws. So all the aspects, all the clauses of human rights organization at the United Nations level, there are about 24 to 26 clauses, perhaps. All these clauses were violated by Israel. But even the United Nations, they didn't condemn what is happening in Israel or in Gaza or in Palestine. The international community, the Muslims and the developed world, they saw how this war took place, how it is being violated, how the children are being killed, how the bombardment is taking place, the hospitals, the schools, the universities, the mosques, the roads, these were hit by the Israelis. The hospitals which were looking after, the only one hospital which was taking care of this COVID, that was intensely hit by the Israelis. The hospitals where the patients were there, those hospitals were hit by Israelis. the refugees camp where the refugees were going, the Palestinians were staying, that was hit by Israelis. So that proved that the peoples who spoke for the international human rights, they designed the human rights laws, they didn't spoke on this area. The Muslim countries, OIC, they passed the resolution, but no United Nations Security Council, they didn't listen the OIC resolution. Pakistani government, the Pakistani foreign minister, he traveled from one country to another to get stop this war, but unfortunately, our efforts could not succeed. But after 2 weeks, which I want to stress, that the superpowers, the United Nations couldn't get this war stopped, but the kids, the families, the innocent Palestinians, they fought with the planes, they fought with the tanks, they competed with these Israelis with stones. They were having the stones in their hand, and these Palestinians were throwing these stones on the Israelis. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they helped these innocent Israelis and they got succeeded in this war. So the objective was to capture this Gaza as well, to have the control on Gaza as well. They even announced after 3 days, we are going to enter in Gaza, but after 2 weeks, they couldn't. So I think that was the effort or the courageous steps by the Palestinians. The Muslim community, the Islamic world, they gathered in OIC meeting in, I think it was in Saudi Arabia. So they tried to support the Palestinians, and they passed the resolution. And of course, these resolutions have the impact on the international citizens. Because of that, because of this electronic print as well as social media, the news went to the normal public. They came out on the street, they protested in Europe, they protested in USA, and all the words, they supported the community, the societies, the civilized society, they supported the Palestinian cause. And the fight came out that how to resolve this issue. It was society, the United Nations, that 2 states are the solution for this crisis. Therefore, there should be 2 states with Jerusalem its capital.